Hey y'all, it's Nat, and today I'm going to be talking about my Q2 reading goals. We're almost a third of the way through the second quarter of the year, but it's fine, it's all good. I do prefer doing quarterly goal setting and then within that, like monthly goal setting, because the longer the time frame I have, the more likely I am to either procrastinate on my goals or forget about them entirely. So this is what works for me. Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about the first thing, which is I need a new approach on a book buying ban because what I normally do isn't working. What normally happens is I go months without buying any books, and then I buy a whole bunch of books in one go, regardless of how many books I have read since the last time I bought a book. And it's not helping the whole physical TBR situation, and that's the real issue here, right? So, because my physical TBR is massive and I find it very overwhelming, and one of the things that I want to do this year is just work on getting my physical TBR down. But let's be realistic here, I'm not going to go a whole year without buying any new books, Like, I, first of all, have 2 book subscriptions at the moment, and I like them. I don't want to cancel them. So here's the idea, okay? I would like to be reading twice the amount of books on my physical TBR as I am adding to it. So if I buy 4 books in 1 month, I can't buy any more books until I've read 8 books off of my physical TBR. Another way I could approach this is like at the end of the month, I can count up how many books I've read off of my physical TBR, and then the next month that can dictate how many books I am allowed to buy, if I would like to. Because some months, like, I have more anticipated releases coming out than others, so I'm not always itching to buy new books. Sometimes I'm cool with just borrowing books from my library. I do read a lot from my library, which is why I had to specify, like, books I've read off my physical TBR, because I'm such a mood reader that, like, sometimes I just need to borrow a book from the library on a whim. I will say, books that I have already read but I don't currently own are exempt from the book buying ban. I really want to buy the Brown Sisters trilogy. I have not gotten to it yet, but at some point I will. That doesn't count because I've already read them, and this is about controlling the physical TBR. And I really feel like this will help me be less impulsive when it comes to buying books, because I feel like the longer I go without buying any books, when I do start buying books again, the less like mindful and intentional I am about what books I buy. It's all on a whim. So we're gonna try this out and see how it goes, crossing my fingers that this works for me. This year, I really want to be better about finishing a series, because what happens is I start a series and then randomly get in the mood to read something else, and a lot of time passes, I forget what happened in the first book, and then I never finish the series because I feel like I need to reread the first book in order to get like re-immersed in the world, and it just sits there on my TBR forever. So this quarter I want to try and get through 2 trilogies and 4 duologies, and any like longer series I might want to read, I would break them up into 3 and 2 book chunks. I was originally going to try and go for 3 trilogies and 6 duologies, but that was before April decided to be over. It's April's fault, not mine, okay? So the trilogy that I want to get to in May is Jade City by Fonda Lee. I have started it, but there's no way I finish this before April is over. So we're just going to push it to May, and I can just finish the series in 1 month, hopefully. I am not great at summarizing books that I haven't read yet, because I like to just read a synopsis once to see if I'm interested in it and then forget about it. I don't like knowing what the book is about when I start reading it. I like to be completely surprised. So all I can tell you about this book is rival gangs. The magic is like tied to Jade, which is cool. I like that. And there's interesting family dynamics going on here. The trilogy that I want to read in June is The Gilded Wolves by Rashni Chakshi. I did read book 1 last year, but I would like to reread it to kind of get re-immersed in the world and fully remember what happened, because it has been many months and I don't have a great memory. This is also a super popular series, so I feel like people already know what it's about. But I can tell you, you know, a heist set in 1889 Paris with a little found family of nerds that I love, and I can't wait to reread this. I might annotate it. We'll see how I'm doing, because my annotating system is a bit involved, and currently the only way that I can read is if I read the physical book while listening to the audiobook. I can't listen to an audiobook on its own because I'm deaf, and if I just read the physical book, I can't focus. So I do both, and it's working for me right now. Anyways, I can't wait to reread book 1 and finally finish out the rest of the series. So my 2 duologies for May are actually a quartet, and it's the Ember and the Ashes series by Saba Tahir. I read the first 2 books when they were coming out, and I loved them. And then I was in a reading slump when the other 2 books were coming out, so I never finished the series, and it's been many, many years since I've read this book. I don't know how much I can tell. Wait, okay, let me try. Okay, so there's like the Scholars and the Marshals, right? The Marshall Empire. Okay, so I was right. And the Marshall Empire is kind of taken over everything. And is it really Scholar though? Because I can't, I'm just trying to skim and see if am I making this up? Like, Scholar Empire. Okay, I wasn't making it up. Oh my gosh. I'm impressed with myself. Okay, so yeah, Scholar Girl crosses paths with Marshall Boy. I don't remember how, but that happened. And honestly, I feel like I remember this one better than I remember the second one, and that's all I remember. But I remember really loving the characters, and I'm excited to delve back into this world and see how it finished, because I never found out. So that's May. So my June duologies are These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling, Sapphic Witches. Don't need to know anything else. And then The Brilliant Death by A.R. Capetta, Queer Italian Witches. And I believe this has non-binary rep, which makes this Enby happy. Non vedo l'ora. Vabbè. Okay, so I'm also trying to get more into book clubs this year, but I have a lot on my list and I'm trying to not overdo it. So I'm thinking maybe like 2 to 3 book club picks per month is probably safe for now, and we'll reevaluate at the end of the quarter. But it's not like I want to read like every book club pick each month. Like, I love House Salt Book Club, but I think the April book was The Bone Season, which is on my TBR, but like I'm not super interested in picking it up right now, so I'm skipping this month for House Salt. I will be doing Enby Book Club, hosted by Jessie from Bow Ties and Books, for April and May, and probably for June as well, but I don't think the book has been announced yet, so we shall see. But the April book is Lake Lore by Anna Marie McLemore. I'm currently reading it and really enjoying it, so I can't wait for the live show discussion. And then the May book is Zachary Ying and the Dragon Emperor by Shirin-Jae Zhao. I'm so excited for this one. I actually haven't read Iron Widow yet. It's very high up on my TBR. So maybe I'll read both of those books next month. But I'm very excited for the May Enby Book Club pick as well. And then we'll see what June ends up being. I've been really loving their book club picks, so I can't imagine not wanting to read June's book unless it's a horror book. I'm a big Frady cat, so no horror, no thriller for me. I will also be doing the Reading Color Book Club hosted by Jenny from The Story Ain't Over for April and May. The April book club pick is Empire Sand by Tasha Suri. I am loving it so far. Pretty much all of Tasha Suri's books have been like top of my TBR for a while, so I'm so happy to finally be reading Empire of Sand. I really want to get to the Jasmine Throne soon, but I think I'll probably read the sequel to Empire Sand before I get to that. And then the May book club pick is Blue Skin Gods by S.J. Sindhu. I am hoping that I will also want to read the House Salt book club picks for May and June, but I don't know what those are yet, so we shall see. So I think this is gonna be it for my Q2 reading goals, because you know, April's already over. It hasn't been the best reading month for me, and so I want to kind of take it easy for the rest of the quarter. We'll see how I do with these goals, and hopefully it'll tell me more about what kind of goals I want to set for the rest of the year. So let me know down in the comments if you have any reading goals for the next couple of months, but that's it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, make sure to click that subscribe button as well. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!